In a new Quinnipiac poll, 9% of Americans say they trust Russian President Vladimir Putin. By that measure, the nearly 40% of them who don't trust Putin but trust Donald Trump also enjoy having their genitals tased by a dominatrix, only to have it filmed for one of those snuff video websites. The view of the 9% are certainly represented by the views expressed by Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance in this tense Oval Office exchange with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky.
He broken this ceasefire. He killed our people, and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the president for trying to bring an end to this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
Come once.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring people, you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military? And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems, even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless. God bless. You will not have a war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because you're in no position to dictate that.
That's
Remember
exactly what
this. You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very good.
You will feel influence.
We're going to feel very good and very strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about it.
From the very beginning of the war.
You're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having cards. But right now, you don't. You're playing cards. You're playing cards. You're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country. That's back to you. Far more than a lot of people said they should have.
Have you said thank you once? This entire meeting? No, in this entire meeting, have you said thank you? You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America and the president who's trying to save your country.
Please, you think that if you will speak very loudly about the war, you can...
He's not speaking loudly. He's not speaking loudly. Your country is in big trouble.
Can I answer?
Wait a minute. No. You've done a lot of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not winning. You're not winning this. You have a damn good chance of coming out okay because of us.
Mr. President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks
you haven't
in
been
this
alone.
cabinet,
you
and
haven't
not
been
only
alone.
in this cabinet.
We gave you, through this stupid president, $350 billion.
You voted
we gave
for
you
your
military equipment,
you
and your men are brave, but they had to use our military.
What about
if you didn't have our military equipment, if you didn't have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3 days. I heard it from Putin. In 3 days. This is something
maybe
new.
Less.
In 2 weeks. Of course he has.
I wonder if Zelensky, if he practiced for his meeting with Trump by reading the comment section of a Facebook post, and then there's all these family members arguing with one another. To me, that's what that sounded like.
To me, it sounded like cats being run over by lawnmowers. It was that painful to me.
This, you know what drives me crazy about this is these guys are so ignorant of history. You know, when Trump starts saying you put yourself in a bad position, Ukraine is in this position because of the United States.
Yeah.
In 1993, Ukraine was the third largest nuclear power. They were only behind the U.S. and Russia, and the U.S. convinced them to join the Non-Proliferation Treaty, and they gave up all of their nuclear weapons. So over 17,000 intercontinental ballistic missiles. even more in tactical nukes. And we promised them, along with some economic compensation, we promised them independence and sovereignty, that we would assure them of independence and sovereignty. And Trump acts like, oh, we are such the benefactors, out of the goodness of our heart. We promised them that. That was the deal. So this is not charity. This is living up to our commitment.
But also, even more recently than that, I mean, they've signed agreements with Russia that they've blown off. So the idea that they don't want peace, Russia can get peace anytime. They can just go home.
Right.
Yeah, pull out. Nobody knows how to do that apparently, but pull out.
But the Trump he keeps lying about how much money we gave them, but he keeps acting as if that we have no skin in this game. We just came in to help you guys out. It's like, no, we're living up to our commitment.
He doesn't know anything about commitment.
He doesn't know anything about history. Is this thing?
History, commitment, the English language.
And Zelensky, to say that he didn't thank the United States at all, I mean, he thanked the United States more times. He said thank you more times than Dido did in that song.
Exactly.
Yeah. And JD Vance, like, wow. It's just remember, just not too long ago, he was calling Trump America's Hitler. Mm-hmm. And now he's like his pit bull or his bitch. Mm-hmm. His pit bull bitch. I don't know.
Can I just, I'm going to go on the opposite side and say, was anybody else like a little excited and hoping that an actual fight would break out? I mean, I watched that clip like it was a Jerry Springer episode. I was just waiting.
There's an AI video that shows Zelensky knock Trump out.
Oh, man, see, this was needed.
It's really good.
I think it's funny that if you saw how Marco Rubio was reacting, because like I went to the doctor for my back this week and they showed me an x-ray where my spine is pretty much invisible. So I know what Marco Rubio feels like now. He doesn't have a spine.
You can now say you literally have the spine of Marco Rubio.
Mine might be stronger, but just a little bit.
I don't know. It's like battle of a different type of Hollywood. You know what I mean? Like they're both from entertainment backgrounds.
Yeah.
Like Zelensky.
Yeah, but Zelensky also has a law degree. He's not exactly.
Yeah. Right. Well, Trump has some business degree, I'm sure, right? Like if we're going to say things matter, like I'm just saying it's just we're talking as if facts matter. Like, do I need to remind people? It's like, I don't know. Like, we're assuming that we all live in the same reality here, and I don't even know if all of us are in the same reality. Never mind different.
One of my favorite comments about that scene is that Zelensky was the only person in the room who wasn't wearing makeup. So that's how you know that it was all fictitious. I mean,
it was staged too. I mean, Are all of you comedians?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Allegedly,
we know a little bit about performance, right? We know about like, when someone's going in on a cue versus an actual real reaction to something, and that was a total freaking sketch of Rooney. Like that was planned. That was not. Come on, out of the blue. Oh, you owe us a thank. When have they were talking about anything about gratitude and thanklessness? That was like. I don't know. It's just like it is entertainment outside of just the embarrassment of what it's done to our image and seriousness on the world level. But like, I don't know. It's like I can't sink into the reality of what's actually happening. Like I, as a comedian, need to figure out why this is so hysterical to me instead of gutting myself, like pouring salt inside,
We're all there.
This show, it could go either way, to be fair. I mean,
see, I see the humor in it, but then for work, I deal with so much of the fallout in a negative way from what he's doing that it's hard for me to only see it as a humorous thing.
Right.
Oh, no, I'm not saying just, but I think sometimes you have to. I can't like be totally focused on all the fuckery that he's doing. We already know that's a strategy. It's like I pick one or two core issues that I know that I care and passion and can commit myself in different ways with. Versus like we're just getting sprayed with like Oh, well, we're going to take down children this week, people with disability, like just.
So as the only comedian in the room, I wonder if Zelensky was thinking, man, these open micers, they are just Jesus.
Well, True brought up earlier.
They think they're comedians, right?
Yeah, he's like, come on, guys.
Well, True brought up earlier that I think Zelensky and Trump, I think, had entertainment backgrounds, but I think Zelensky was the only one of the two who was actually funny, like intentionally.
Yeah, he's a professional comic. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he had some pretty successful TV shows in Ukraine.
Yeah.
Yeah. JD Vance is just the guy constantly open saying, when can I go up next? When am I next?
Right. No, he's the guy that constantly comes off stage. Oh, I killed, man. Did you
I'm headlining next.
You killed, it was a suicide.
That's right, I killed. Right.
I don't know. JD Vance kind of looks like a Cheshire cat, you know what I mean? Like he's just this side puss for Trump to stroke and draw attention.
Well, I think he must be jealous of Elon Musk because he gets so much attention. No one talks about JD at all. So now whenever he gets a chance, I'm gonna show I'm worth it. I'm more MAGA than Elon.
Well, that scares me even more. The fact that Vance can go ahead and work behind the scenes now, thanks to Elon.
Yeah, it's true, because he's a lot scarier for a lot of ways.
I'm sure everyone else is calling him Vice President Light. I'm sure they're like...
He's like the presidential pet.
All the taste, less calories.
Oh, God.